can run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Go tell that long-tongued liar. Go and tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Well, my goodness gracious, let me tell you the news. My head's been wet with the midnight dew. I've been down on bended knee, talking to the man from Galilee. He spoke to me in a voice so sweet, I thought I heard the shuffle of angels. He called my name and my heart stood still when he said, John, go do my will. Go tell that long-tongued liar. Go and tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Throw you a rock, hide your hand, working in the dark against your fellow man. But as sure as God made black and white, what's done in the dark will be brought to the light. You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Go tell that long-tongued liar. Go and tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter.
We will be back in some form.
We have an army of digital soldiers, because this was an insurgency.
Hundreds dead, thousands infected across multiple continents.
You guys know what this represents?
All the people that have gone out there against the mainstream media and said, you're going to call us racist, you're going to call us potential Timothy McVeighs, you are.
All right. Hope you patriots out there kicking ass, taking names. Welcome to the party, the Patriot Party News.com. I'm your host, Chaz Carter, better known as Underground Patriot, coming to you live from the Wolf Den, folks. Oh, yeah. Man, things are popping off left and right. We're going to get through the housekeeping real quick. But while I'm doing that, hey, let everybody know where you are watching us from, please. What state you're in, what state you represent, and or what country you're in, or what territory you are in. Because it's more than just America. This is a global thing, and it's happening right before our very eyes. But while we're going through this is where the cool cats go to get their daily intel, news, and bread. That's right. It's the PatriotPartyNews.com. Folks, we are more than just a website. We are a full-functioning, badassery Patriot broadcasting network, broadcasting around the world 24/7. We have a truth-telling machine, ladies and gentlemen, and kudos to you that are involved in Patriot Shoot. Let you know that, you guys called it. It's incredible that we called it. We called exactly where we're at right now. I'm proud of that. You know, everybody's going to have differences, but everybody was aligned up on this. No question about it. Okay. You can find out everything about what is going on right now. Okay. With the propaganda, everything that you see is not real. Duh, Chaz, I know that. Really? Do you? Some of you really don't, but think you do. That's why we created the ultimate Patriot Insider Network. We just did some major upgrades, and it might hurt a bunch of your feelings because the truth will set you free. Some people say they want the truth. Some people claim they want it. But when it's told to them, it's not the truth they want to hear. There's only one truth. Remember that. Again, join.patriotshoot.com. You get access to all of our state groups. Okay, we did this on purpose. This is going to start happening in your backyards, ladies and gentlemen. Just like what you saw the false flag in Austin, Texas. We got a Texas kick-ass state group that's up in there. Just like New York, just like Connecticut, just like Alabama. We got them all. Again, join.patriotshoot.com. 30 cents a day keeps the propaganda away. You hear what I'm saying? Also, folks, check out our partners from Q Broadcast, ppnnetwork.qbroadcast.com or dallasd.qbroadcast.com. We have our incredible Heal products, LT360 products, Heal Health, Energy, Active, Lifestyle. Discount code is PPN. Cardio Miracle. Hey, let me tell you, it does a body good, especially the heart, blood vessels. Use PPN for the discount code. And man, oh man, have I been drinking a whole bunch of coffee here lately. Hunter's Blend coffee, baby. There's all kind of flavors out there, but Java is what's amazing. You need to get you some of that. HuntersBlendCoffee.com. Use discount code PPN. And then what is more important than anything else is what you see right here. The removal of graphene oxide within the body, the really bad metals, the things they put into our food, the things they put into our sky, that's going even through our skin from being outside. Yes, folks, 100%. You got clean slate. You got so many Restore Zero in that you can get. All you got to do is go to theRootsBread.com/PPN, or you can go /DallasPPN, whichever you prefer on that as well. And we worked out a sweet deal with Patriot Mobile. PPN gets you free activation. Go to patriotmobile.com and use PPN. What's up, PPNers? Here's to PPN Live. PPN chat. We have a live chat on our website. Hello. How you doing? And then, of course, our replays are exclusively on to Patriot. They are on Rumble as well, and you can catch them even on X. But we cannot guarantee the accuracy of the videos once they start trying to change them, just to let you know. So there you go. To patriot.com, where you are the news. Phew. All right, cool. I see Dallas is up in here. Let me bring him on. Matt,
What up, cowboy?
Oh man, hey, let me. You want to laugh? I guess here I'm about to go ahead and tell you. So, I did a show. I guess on Coffee with Chaz, had my hat on, or what, over the weekend. I'm sorry, the updates I gave. I'm sorry, and Patriot Shoot, and I had the hat. I was like, I'm just gonna put it on. It's kind of a special occasion because we called it again. I usually don't break out this kind of hat unless some good things are happening and it's getting a little crazy. So there it is. But people loved it. And they said, man, will you wear that hat some more? I'm like, man, I don't care what I wear as long as you're listening and getting the truth. Can I get an amen? I don't care. I mean, it doesn't bother me none. Plus, hey, I did miss it. It kind of reminds me of some Crocodile Dundee madness going on. So I don't know. Just saying.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
Yeah. Somebody said, Zombie Land. Yeah, exactly. Tallahassee. Yeah. Okay.
Tallahassee. You go with the gimmick name. Yeah, that's commitment right there.
I
like it.
What can you say? I will tell you, our cyber alerts have bumped up, and I want to show that real quick and kind of get some forethought. It's no surprise. It was 3. It's gone to a 2. they're suspecting we're going to experience a bunch of big time hacks right now. Not to say it's coming from Iran. Let's be honest. Okay. Let's just shoot everybody straight. This is the same thing as 9/11. And this is what I'm trying to figure out. There's a lot of influencers out there that are getting riled up about maybe people speaking out, patriots, influencers speaking out about maybe us hitting Iran and telling us to shut the F up because this is what you wanted, this and that, whatever. And I listen to that, and I'm saying, I understand what needs to be done. But that also tells me some influencers are one-sided, or not looking at this from other perspectives as well. That's common sense perspectives. And so that's called propaganda to me. What's your thoughts?
Oh, 100%. I mean, I think anybody that's arguing like this is the greatest move America could have ever made, I think their wood is wet, or their, I mean, I could have made some more crude jokes, but this is not in the best interest of America. I don't really care whose point of view is being espoused. This is solely for Israel. America has nothing to gain and everything to lose in this. Are we, at least they don't hide the fact that this whole thing is about a regime change. The problem is what government entity connected to the United States has put in every leader in every regime change and government overthrow for the last 60 years? It's the CIA.
Of course.
Who's putting in the new leader of Iran? The CIA. Like you went from a bad guy to a bad guy that we control and is going to do exactly what we want, when we want, how we want. We thought that terrorism was bad when you had a whack job. Well, now they're putting a homegrown whack job in there. I just, we've lost 3 soldiers that they've admitted to us.
More than that. That's another thing. I think they've lied about the count. I'm going to be real with you.
Well,
they're saying it's about 500 and somewhere almost 600 casualties the last time I heard. And it's not just onesie-twosies reporting this. I mean, these are thousands of outlets that are reporting this. And I'm going to tell you what we saw with the caskets on the plane. Now, everybody can say, I know I had Charlie Ward on this morning with us, a coffee with Chaz. And of course, everything's pantomime, but man, just seeing one of those caskets coming out of that plane, and people are going to say, well, you're not awake. Well, I don't give a rat's ass what you think. Seeing someone dead that served our country with the flag over the casket being taken out of a military aircraft. I'm sorry. It rips me to shreds, dude. It tears me up something extremely bad.
Well, and that's kind of where I was going, is that, like at one point there was a report of 3 casualties, right? 569. I agree, Chaz. Whatever the government says, I had a minimum triplet. So if they say 3, then I know for a fact it's 10 or more. I agree with you. I mean, did you
see the picture of Trump yelling at headset? Did you see that where someone got that? I'm telling you, then all of a sudden we're seeing, more than 5 caskets coming out of that plane. You can see more back there. That's what I'm telling you, man.
But you and I talked about it, briefly, via text on Friday. Well, technically Saturday morning, early,
3 a.m. to be exact.
Yeah, but I said it and you said it. An American ship is gonna get hit before Monday, and that's what happened. So, are there more casualties? 100%, because they're now hitting us.
They're going after targets. They're saying that they didn't anticipate, like what happened in now to Saudi Arabia. Think about the field there, oil fields, and one of the main arteries for oil supplies for the United States. Now they're saying it's gone up since this has happened by 12% the last time I read, and that was probably a couple hours ago. I guarantee it's gone up even more. And here's the biggest question. It's Monday. How is this going to affect the stocks, Dallas? How do you envision this manipulating it's going to have such a huge effect.
Well, I mean, yeah, it should be devastating our soccer market, but it's going in nothing but up. I mean, it doesn't make sense. I stumbled across the series. Have you seen the series starring Robert De Niro, which I was pretty sad to see him being the main guy, but called 0 Day. It's on Netflix. It's a limited series, came out last year.
I've heard of the movie, but I haven't seen it.
So it's 6 episodes. They're about 50 minutes each. You need to watch it, especially episodes 5 and 6. But it's exactly what we're watching right now. Like it is, like they got to tell us what they're going to do, right? It's cyber attacks. It's our government, the inside job, trying to take more control by scaring the bejesus out of the American people and forcing us to give up control, like the Patriot Act. It actually references that. But if you haven't seen it, it's called 0 Day, starring Robert De Niro. Sucks that he's the main guy, but I think as I was watching it, I was like, oh, this has to be like his penance for being such a douchebag. Hey, we're gonna make you basically pretend to be Trump, kind of, in this series. But it's very interesting. I'd highly recommend it.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out, man. Check this out. See what Pete Hegseth had to say
about Iranian sleeper cells and kind of what has the Trump administration been doing to kind of monitor these?
Well, across the interagency, in full coordination. Of course, we're paying attention to any potentialities there. This is a former regime, that seeks to export that ideology and try to sow terror. We're ready for that. We've seen these types of folks before, and the American people can rest assured that we're vigilant on that.
Right. Secretary, thank you. Kind of a follow up on that last question. There was just this what appears to be a terrorist attack in Austin yesterday. How does that change the operation at all? What effect does that have?
It doesn't change the operation at all, and I know the authorities are executing exactly the way they should.
Concerns about Iranian sleeper cells and kind of what has the Trump administration been doing to kind of monitor these?
Well, across the interagency, in full coordination. Of course, we're paying attention to any potentialities there. This is a former regime that seeks to export that ideology and try to sow terror. We're ready for that. We've seen these types of folks before, and the American people can rest assured that we're vigilant on that.
Right. Secretary, thank you. Kind of a follow up on that last question. There was just this what appears to be a terrorist attack in Austin yesterday. How does that change the operation at all? What effect?
So there you go. And hey, what are you hearing? I mean, you're not that far away from Austin. What's going on? What are you anticipating with this?
I mean, they're not talking about it at all, basically, on the news. But I'm surprised we haven't had something in Houston, because Houston has a much larger Muslim population. Mm-hmm. But it's the same thing that's going on in Washington. The same thing that's going on in California. It's
what happened to interstate? Wasn't there a big event or something? Somebody got stabbed, or that was in DC. My bad. I apologize.
Yeah. But there have been several stabbings. There have been several shootings in the last 12, 24 hours. You and I again, we talked. We said there are going to be attacks on U.S. soil come Monday.
What happened?
Yeah. So it's I don't understand anybody that says, oh, this is absolutely what we needed to do. Iran is one of 3 countries left on the planet that isn't under the thumb of the Rothschild Central Bank. Cuba and Iraq are the only other 2, right? What are we doing in Cuba, right? We're basically ready to invade Cuba. That's where I'm lost. I mean, not really, but I'm just, it confounds me that we are told one story and one version that's really, really awesome and really positive. Mm-hmm. But then everything else we learn is on like the negative side, what you said it, and I agree. The reset is occurring. It is currently taking place right now.
Yeah.
The $1 million question, or maybe the $1 trillion question, is which one are we getting? Because every day I can point to 2 or 3 things that are on the positive reset side, but unfortunately I can point to like 5 things that are on the negative reset side. The CBD, the central bank digital currency, the digital IDs, the 15-minute cities, they are actively pushing these agendas forward around the globe, around the world. Well, I mean, the Cuban people have been just, I mean, they've been enslaved for the last 40 years. But, you know, but again, Cuba is one of the last 2 that doesn't have, or last 3 that doesn't have a central Rothschild central bank. Every country has a central bank, but they're not all owned and operated by the Rothschild families. So, but we got to just hold on to our butts.
Right. Hey, I went right before all hell broke loose. I went and filled up the cars, got them all filled up. We're starting to see some people getting antsy up here in Tennessee with everything that's on TV and everything. But look at this. This is countries with the most oil reserves. I'll just go through the top 10. Venezuela with 303 billion barrels. Jesus. Saudi Arabia, 267 billion. Freaking Iran's no slouch. They got 209 billion. Canada, 163 billion. And number 5, Iraq, 145 billion. Go figure, right? UAE, 113 billion. Kuwait is at number 7 with 102 billion. Russia is number 8 with 80 billion. Number 9, guess who? Libya. Remember Gaddafi? 48 billion. And the United States sitting at 45 billion, which you might as well go ahead and start adding up Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? But really, probably not, because it all goes to Israel.
Well, I mean, isn't it interesting that 2 out of the top 3 we've invaded in the last 2 months? I mean,
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a regime of peace, you know, but 2 out of the 3 largest reserve countries in the world we've invaded. And we spent 25 years invading and destroying and embezzling money out of Iraq, right? Why we are sending, and there's been all kinds
What
of
about
reports
them threatening killing Americans, though? See, you got to look at the other side too. Okay, I agree with what you're saying.
But Jazz, we've been paying them. Like, we have congressional hearings now where it is confirmed that we are sending hundreds of millions of dollars,
including the palace,
terrorists. To this day, though, like, it started with Obama, but they're still cashing checks. They're still getting envelopes full of American dollars dropped off every week to those people that are screaming death to America, and those people that are planning horrible, you know, terroristic events. Our tax dollars are funding it. So are they really the bad guys, or are we the bad guys for pissing them off and funding? You know what I mean? Like, who's the bad guy? It's really us, Chaz. Our government, not us, not you and I, but our government.
And they fund the outlets from Hamas and other terrorist organizations that they run as proxy, right?
100%. But it's our tax dollars that are being given to them that are then funding all of this worldwide terror, right? Or this terrorized, you know, terroristic activity. And so, you know, I don't know where we are, Chaz. I don't know. You know, it doesn't make sense. I know that China and Russia are right on the brink of kicking off. Kim Jong-un, North Korea, that dude's been waiting. I mean, that dude's been looking for a fight for 15 years, you know?
Just give me a reason.
Yeah.
So, hey, I'm hearing about Taiwan. Have you heard about China? Have you heard about China trying now, what this is happening with Iran? They're saying, okay, well, guess what? That's gloves off. We're going into Taiwan. Have you heard about this? I'm like, oh, shit.
Well, yeah, I'm shocked it's taken them this long. I would have assumed that they would have already claimed dominance or claimed, you know, sovereignty over Taiwan.
Now,
will be
who's the one
weakened.
that's threatening the UK? Is it Russia? Are we correct to say it's Russia? Who is it that's dropping the gavel? No, I know Iran is. But speaking of that, you talk about proxies within the UK from all the immigrants and everything else. My gosh, we should be praying for our UK brothers and sisters, because they're going to be going through what we're going through, but they're going to be going through it at a very massive level.
Well, and they don't have to use missiles; they can just set their people free, or let them go.
Suicide bomber getting on transits, and I mean, just all the name of the 72 virgins, and yeah.
It's. I mean, I'm pretty optimistic on the RV side of things this week. Not that anybody's going to get notifications, but that money is moving and possibly made liquid this week at the high levels. But I don't understand how that coincides with what we're watching take place in the world, like geopolitically. Just they're two completely different things.
I've been hearing this too. Outdoor Nut is saying, been hearing BRICS members are pushing reset. They have had enough. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. The problem is they've been doing that for like 6 months, and America has, and again, administration, America has been almost the singular holdup to the RV and the reset for the last 6 months that I am directly aware of. And potentially starting World War III in the Middle East is not helping. But I've also been told that what's going on in Iran is not going to, it is not affecting the GCR, the global currency reset, on a bigger scale. I just don't know what it really means for the future of America, because
amen.
The world,
that's a very powerful statement you just made. 100%.
Yeah.
Wow. So did you hear about this nuclear reactor in Iran has just been bombed, according to a foreign report that's coming in. They're saying this is pretty serious. This is retaliation from Israel, because they were claiming they did it in Israel to their reactor. So I don't know if that's true or not, but this is what we got the footage on. There it is. Just got hit. Look at that plume of smoke, man. You think that was a photograph? That was just that real quick flash saying, "Hey, you're going to die here shortly." Just understand that. That's movies. Also, just a flash, and everything is like just frozen in time. It's because your body's getting filled up with radiation and stuff. Seen too many movies, by the way. So
yeah. Well, I mean, according to the movies, then that entire portion of the world should be uninhabitable for the next 70 years to 100 years.
Noble, right? Sure. 100%. And then you got this in Israel. If I can get it up, there you go. Now, this is, they're saying, is the new weaponry that they have acquired. This is where some of their missile launch stations are here. Check this out. They came through, and they're coming through, and they're hitting the dog. Iran is coming in. That ain't little freaking bombs. That right there, if you look at that, let me turn off the sound for a second. We always do this. Look at how the plume of smoke is. Do you understand? That's like a nuke right there. It's a micro nuke is what that is. It's crazy, man. And that came from either China or where's the hypersonic? Because that's the hypersonic.
China has this hypersonic,
and that's it. That's what they delivered. That's right, with the show, because they were in stealth, remember, and they were coming in, bringing in supplies to Iran. Yeah. So again, like Charlie said this morning, it's part of the pantomime. Well, great. However, it's our lives are never going to be the same. I think everyone needs to understand that. We just crossed over a threshold of something that's been talked about for what, 50 years now, and it's been done finally.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. I mean, obviously history will, well, history is written by the winners, right? So, you know, in America, it's going to be presented as we did the right thing and we saved the world, and you know, Trump is a hero. But in reality, I don't know how this is really going to be captured in history, because again, we're just replacing a bad guy with a new bad guy that's beholden to us, to the United States and Israel. It's a regime change, but it's the same old, same old. It's the CIA doing it. So I'm just, you know, I also know that a lot of what we're being told and a lot of what's being reported is not real. It's either total deep fakes or it's a gross exaggeration of reality, right? There was a report of a bomb that landed in Dubai, right, and blew up, and like fire was in the street. And then there's a guy walking live streaming and he's you know, time stamping the video that's supposed to be the exact same time as the fire, and he's like, I'm standing right where that is, and there ain't nothing here, right? And then later on that night, they're all out in the streets having fun, partying. There's 1,000 people. So we're being lied to. It's just what's a lie, what's, you know what I mean? Like that's the world we live in right now, is literally anything that you see, read, or hear. I would say at a minimum, there's a 50-50 chance that it's 100% fake. And there's probably a 60 or 70% chance that it's partially fake or misleading in one way or the other. So what's really happening, what's really going down, in all honesty, Chaz, it's a crapshoot from my perspective.
what's your thoughts here? I put this earlier up on the screen, Shirley saying anyone that is not happy that the 49 top leaders over there are gone is crazy. Trump told the people to overthrow. So
the problem is that people, from my understanding, the people were overthrowing the government. But
we're seeing conflict and evidence coming out. We're seeing conflict and evidence coming out about that, though. See, everybody was like showing the city celebrating for the supreme leader's death. Then all of a sudden you got maybe it's state-controlled media. Maybe that's it. But I didn't see anybody doing that. They were worshiping this man, passing his casket throughout thousands of people. Now, and that was from their network.
And, I mean, go back to Gaddafi.
Yeah.
The dude was a humanitarian. He was beloved, but the world was told he was a dictator and a horrible human being. I'm not necessarily arguing the cruelty of the Shah or the Ayatollah or whatever his name is, but I can also almost guarantee you that what we've been told about him is half true, you know, and you know, Israel probably did 2/3 of the killing and then blamed it on him, you know, and it just, I'm not sad that he's gone, you know. I'm glad in a certain instance because I don't think he was a good person, but I can also guarantee you that whoever they replace him with, just like they did in Venezuela, is not going to be better. It's not going to be better for the people of Iran. It's only going to be better for us and Israel, because we're going to now have control of their oil and we're going to have control of their government for whatever sake that means. Afghanistan, we overthrew Afghanistan's government, their leader, and then turned it into the largest poppy seed farm in the world to promote drug trafficking and ill-gotten gain. I mean, we're not being told the truth. Like the cloak and dagger crap is getting worse, not better, in my opinion. And they're just bull-faced lying. You know what I found really, really interesting, Chaz? I haven't heard, read, seen jack shit about Bill Clinton and his closed door hearing with the congressional committee. I mean,
you say Epstein what? Epstein what?
Yeah, I did not have sexual relations. All I did was quote himself from 1990. That's the only thing I've heard, Chaz. So you're telling me they interviewed him for hours, and then isn't it crazy how we, the United States, started World War III the same evening that Bill Clinton went before a congressional hearing, and not a peep has been talked about. You know what I mean? Like, do the Clintons really have that much power and control? Because the last time they were about to be exposed was when the Oklahoma City bombing happened, and they blew up all the evidence.
Yep. Janet Reno. Hello. All right. So check this out. So they're saying Trump hurries out of the Medal of Honor ceremony. Look at the expression on his face. I don't know what he is about to do, but it's going to change the world forever. And here is the clip.
Was that from this morning, or what? When was that from?
It was, I think, within the last 24 hours that's taken place. Actually, it might have been this morning when that took place.
I wonder if
yes, everybody's looking it up. It's a trip, yeah.
I wonder if that's before or after he yelled at Pete Hegseth.
It was after.
Okay.
It was after. Let's see here. Yeah, did you hear about this? Where they finally have gotten through to the U.S. embassy there in Iran. So the guards are saying that the U.S. is no longer safe there. Supposedly, you saw a bunch of people getting shot yesterday when they were trying to go up in there, and really? It's like they've increased their numbers. Yeah, an hour ago. Thank you, Score Patron. Okay, so that's very recent on that. So we can only speculate probably at this point, but we know with the end results, it has to happen. My question is, us here on United States soil with all of these, I mean, for heaven's sakes, Texas, man, they're coming at y'all left and right, building mosques. You got some, radicalized Muslims there as well that is fully supported by Iran.
Yeah,
not just here or just in the United States, but everywhere. But just about in every state in the United States, there's some type of cell. Let's be honest. This has been stacking up for years. Think about all the illegals that came in. You know what I mean? So now, where are we at? What we're seeing this happening in Austin. My personal opinion, it looks staged. A lot of that looks staged to me. Now, again, no disrespect to any of the families. It just does not look real. Looks like you see some of the things that they show you in Israel and other places as well that make you speculate. We have AI now than what we had before. So we're going to not CGI, but AI, because all they need is AI now. CGI has almost become what? Non-existent.
Yeah.
And it's come to this point to where you can't tell if something you said earlier, what's real and what's not. What you got to do is just use your own God-given discernment and think about things and take some steps back. Because just don't go all in and say, yeah, this is exactly what needs to happen without seeing the fine print. Because that's, I think the fine print is there where it's set up to, you got to look at it from every angle versus just one. Are they bad people for what they have said and done? Well, who's not to say that it was manipulated by the CIA as programming to us?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got to look at everything because can we be honest? Trump can't control the CIA. Who else knows that?
Well, they're not a U.S. entity.
Right.
They never have been.
Exactly. Exactamundo. So you can't sit there and necessarily put everything and blame, on Trump himself. Now, I'm going to tell you, I really hope they got BB. I'm going to tell you that right now. I think they got him. I think they got him, and I think they're not talking about it. People are trying to say that they can't get a hold of them. Have you heard anything?
I have not heard. So you're saying that
they struck the office supposedly there where he was held with his family. A bunch of deaths have happened. Now, it's somebody came out with this. The second in command has been speaking publicly for the last 24 hours, from what I'm gathering. Someone posted another video saying that Bibi was speaking, but no one can even confirm that video. And officials in Israel from an Israel news station actually put that out, saying they have been unable to get a hold of him whatsoever. Reports of they're not able to find him. They don't know where he's at. Now, this could be a ploy, but they wouldn't be putting it out there unless they're trying to throw off Iran, because if Iran's that accurate to be able to pull off what we're talking about right now, which it looks like they are with the weaponry they have now.
Well, I mean, I know that they have a gajillion missiles, and there was reports of 28 to 30 being launched all at the same time. We can take out a lot of missiles, but we can't take out all of them. And the Iron Dome, I mean, it's been exposed over the last 6 months of not being 100%
definitely exposed now.
So maybe that's the best thing that's come out of this, is if Netanyahu is no longer on this planet, because I guarantee you Netanyahu is 1,000 times worse than the Ayatollah, or the lead guy in Iran. You put their life of war crimes, and you put them together. Netanyahu's eclipses anything else. So if those two people have been removed from the planet, well, maybe we are better off. But we gotta let this play out. I do not, unlike everyone else, I do not think this is going to be a short thing. I mean, let's be honest. We thought Russia and Ukraine was going to last like 3 days. It's been 3 years, Chaz. Like, we're going on 4 years that war has been taking place, and they're not losing. There's the mathematics don't make sense. There's no way they're losing 25,000 soldiers a day or a week, whatever he said. Like that, they don't have that many people in Ukraine. But that's been going on for 4 years, supposedly. I think this could be a very long, drawn-out thing.
And look at this. Breaking news coming in. Netanyahu's chief of staff, Taati Braverman, has been killed in Tel Aviv, what they're reporting.
Well, maybe that's what this is, Chaz. Save Israel for last. We use this fake proxy war against Iran to eliminate the real bad guys in Israel and bring on the RV. Maybe that's the silver lining.
Man, I like that idea. I think you need to stick with that. I think
I'm going to go with that one, man.
That one for the wind. Okay, there you go. I like it. Well, the biggest thing that we really want is for them to put up or shut up. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you.
Every day, all day.
Right. Well, I like what you said. We'll end off on that good note. So have a good day, brother.
Yes, sir.
Talk to you. See you, man. Bye. Another one in the box. Appreciate you. Thanks, guys, so much for riding this out with us, because it's about to get gooder. Buckle up, Buttercup, because it's on and popping. God bless the Republic of the United States of America, and God bless you, Patriots. Without you folks, there is no America or world, for that matter. God bless you. We'll talk to you. Bye. Hi there, I'm Chaz Carter. Welcome to Patriot Shoot. If you're looking for a censorship-free platform where you can freely express your thoughts and connect with like-minded individuals, then you're in the right place. At Patriot Shoot, we offer more than just a membership. For just $8.99 per month, we provide you with daily intel, weekly giveaways, and access to our exclusive voice chat platform called Patriot Talk, where we have somewhere between 200 to 400 active members just on that alone, discussing a wide range of topics every single day. You'll gain access to our state groups, where you can connect with members in your states at a grassroots level. Our community is all about open dialogue and sharing valuable information without the fear of being silenced. Whether it's discussing current events, giving advice, or personal matters, or simply connecting with others on Patriot Shoot, it is the place to be. So what are you waiting for? Join us today experience the freedom of speech and just fill out the form below and get started. We cannot wait to have you here with us, and welcome aboard.